evening, folks. I'm your host, Titiba Parka. Welcome to our call-in show where we hear personal stories and we diagnose, heal, and hopefully give some closure. What if you had an intimate encounter with someone who ends up dying from this encounter with you? Today's caller is a 27-year-old Amara Von Max who works as a bartender at an exotic dancing club from Germany. People, welcome to You Are a Mess. Hello, Amara. This is Chichiba, and you are on the show of You Are a Mess. How are you doing? Tell us what happened, and hopefully we can help you heal as best as we can.
Yes, hi, Titiba. Thank you for having me on this show. I am so excited. First of all, I have a very high tuition, so I worked as a bartender at Candy and Dove's Gentlemen's Club, suggested by a good friend of mine who I also go to school. So we are together at the uni. She also works there.
To fully understand your story, Amara, Candy and Doves is a strip club, right? You are a stripper and you take your clothes off for money.
Call it a gentleman's club, and you have bartenders and exotic dancer, and I was a bartender.
Right. So go ahead and tell us what happened, Amara.
So I met this gentleman who spent quite some money on me, and offered me much more money to take me on a date. So we did. We went on this fancy hotel dinner. So we had a really good time, and I was compensated for the time we spent together. But then he started to complain that he wasn't feeling well. So I felt sorry for him and took him to his hotel room to care for him and then leave as soon as possible. But at his room, one thing led to the other, and we ended up having sex.
One thing led to the other. Okay, Amara, how old was this gentleman?
He was 81 years old.
81 years old. And you are 27. Okay, go ahead.
After he orgasmed, he fell asleep on top of me. He began to feel very heavy. So I shook him and called out to him, pushed him off of me, and noticed no response because he was dead.
Oh, God, that is a mess of a situation, Amara. I have a couple of questions. So I guess there was a police investigation. Can you tell us about this investigation? What did you find out about this man? How did he exactly pass? And did it traumatize you in any way, as in mentally? Why sleep with an 81-year-old man? You would understand that people might think that you did this purely for cash and not some one-night-stand pleasure.
Through the report, I learned this man had a cardiac arrest from the encounter we had in combination of Viagra pills. Yeah, I slept with an 81-year-old man. It might be questionable for most people, but I don't bother about that. I don't regret anything. Let's be clear. I had a good connection with this man, and he took care of my needs. Besides, the economy in this country is hitting us hard due to the COVID era and wars. My mom called me last week complaining that her grocery prices had gone up 5 times, and Christmas last year was on a budget, so I did what I had to do.
Right, right. I respect that about you. You're an adult, you know exactly what you were doing, you have no regrets, but don't you regret what he did to his family, what they found out that their loved one was found dead, lying naked on top of a 27-year-old bartender slash stripper where he visited frequently?
I would appreciate it if you would address me as exotic dancer bartender Titiba. I do have nightmares and I feel lonely. Those are my traumas. I learned that he was married, but I don't regret that either. I mean, if you'd ask all the men who came to Candy and Doves to go on a vacation, the club would be empty. What I do regret is my friend finding out, Margaret. She was the daughter of the dead man. We go to the same uni.
What? This sure is a mess. So wait a second, wait. You mean to tell me the girl you spoke about in the beginning of the story, your best friend, the same student who goes to the same university as you do, also introduced you to Candy and Doves, is the daughter of the dead man?
Yes.
Okay, people, after the break tune, we'll be back with healing and closure. You are on You Are a Mess. We humans, as humans, we choose to dedicate large portions of our lives to what we think are useful or surviving that can have destructive outcome. But that doesn't mean it's the end of you or your life. If one door closes, another door opens. In Amara's life, she said she regretted nothing. It was a means for her to survive, that she was doing exactly what she was meant to do, regretting nothing except losing a friendship. In moving forward, the challenge is to get still, ask yourself, what is the next step to move? And from that choice, you move to the next pedestal and to the next movement, and keep telling yourself, I am bigger than this situation, this door or chapter in my life. I deserve all the resources to be healed, or believe I can be healed. And talking is a great step to begin, Amara. Is a road to healing. And to leave you in closing with this, always remember you're not defined by this moment or how other people view you. You are bigger than this moment. Holding on to the past, obsessing, loop over your head and rethinking over and over and over won't change the past. Let it go. So I ask you all today, do you want righteousness, justice, or peace? In the most idyllic lifetime, we would all want all three. But with a limited lifespan, it's not possible. So why wait? Choose peace. Talk more. Surround yourself with uplifting people who want the best for you. You have the power to manifest anything, so choose peace. Thank you so much, Amara, or Max, for sharing the story with us today. People, listeners, you were amazing. See you next time on You Are a Mess. Totsies!